Hello all. I crochet and I make scarves and sometimes slippers and other items at times, mainly scarves. And I love crocheting. I find it very relaxing, and I find it relaxing being around others that crochet or knit. It's just, both crafts are very conducive to relaxation, and also they've been found to be very beneficial for people to relieve anxiety, to just as a calming thing to do. And so I thought I'd share with you this new project that I'm starting. So I found some amazing colored yarn. I absolutely adore it. At the Michael's in the town, Louise, for me. And yeah, they actually had amazing deals. So even though I didn't need any more yarn, I absolutely bought more yarn. So I'm going to make a nice loose cowl from this yarn. So I'm going to start. I'm not actually doing a tutorial on crocheting right now, so I'm just going to, go through it. And for relaxation purposes. So I just made my initial startup, and now I'm going to crochet some basic chains, just do some chatting as we go along. Now, for those of you that don't work with yarn at all, maybe never have or know anything about it, on the package, I'll show you, it actually will tell you I'll find it here and show you. It will actually tell you what size yarn, or hook I should say, you need to use. But it's a suggestion if you, once you get to know yarn and how to work with it and what you want, get familiar with the whole process, then you can make adjustments if you want. So what I'm using is, it says here on the yarn package that you need to use a 9, as I said, a 9 hook, but what I'm doing is I'm using an 11.5. You probably can't see it, but it's on there, and it actually says, maybe you can see it, 11.50 millimeter. So I'm using a larger needle because I want a looser stitch. So that, well, because this yarn is so thick, it's pretty amazing. don't like too warm a cowl, because a lot of times we wear them for decorative purposes, not so much for warmth, although it's usually a combination of both, but it's not too many people that are actually going out and spending too much time there. They'll have outside, or they'll have a specific scarf for that purpose. But when you're buying something like this, that's going to look lovely. It's going to be a kind of a statement piece, I guess, because colors are fantastic. It's likely going to be somewhat of a one-of-a-kind piece, because I always say when I sell a piece, it's likely one-of-a-kind, because it's not very often I'll use the exact same yarn with the exact same size needle and the exact same stitch design pattern. So often people are getting a one-of-a-kind. So again, I'm just going by look, because I've done this quite often, to see how large I want this cowl to be. So you can't really see it well, but this is because of the color and the type of knit, or because of the type of yarn, I should say. You can't really see it, but because of the type of yarn, the chain, but there's a chain, literal chain link that I'll be working with here. So I'm just going to put this around my neck to see. Okay, so that's going to be quite long, and this one, being the length that it is going to allow for someone to either double it up or possibly triple, which isn't necessary. So with this kind of with this thick of a yarn, and I'm just going to look at this. See, oh, it's 100% acrylic, so I thought maybe it may have wool in it. Some of them have a little bit of wool. As always, I like this sound. That sounds nice too. Okay, so let's move this back here. And I think I'm going to take some of these chains out. Let's see. Let's Still going to be really long. What's going to happen? I think it'll be about a double now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work a single crochet into each stitch to get my base. Let me just move the camera a little bit here. Keep going out of range. There are a lot of tutorials on YouTube, which are very helpful if you want to get started with crocheting. I actually teach it the odd time I've had students. We meet up at the local coffee shop, and I've taught a few girls the basics to get started, and they've made their own scarves. Oops. So I'm just pulling some yarn out to get it so that I have loose yarn to pull in the work I'm doing. So again, there's a lot of tutorials out there on YouTube now. I'm a visual learner, and so although I can read some patterns, I can read and I understand and know what a lot of the excuse me, a lot of what the patterns, or I understand the patterns. However, there's, unless it's really basic, I don't do well with patterns. So if I see, I just crocheted in the same chain, so I just took that out. So if I see, or if what I do is I go on YouTube, or if a pattern comes to me by way of friends, or if I'm seeing something on Pinterest or what have you, I will look up. If it's something that I need some help with, then if it's not obvious to me what it is and how to do it, then I'll look up on YouTube and watch the tutorial, and I can pretty much make anything if I can see it, and that's how I learn it, but not so much with patterns. We all have different abilities, right? Some of us can do both. Some of us are hands-on. Some of us are visual. Some of us by hearing. The trick is to find out how it is you learn, and then put that in place, right? Hopefully in the one day the school systems will be set up to help people discover what their learning ability, what their learning style is a little better, because right now they're not so good at it. And we have a lot of people. I was one of them. Kids, one more than the other. The school system did not give us the tools that we needed to learn and be the best could be. There's more frustration and a confident killer rather than a system that allowed me to feel good about who I was and good about learning. And it wasn't until my adult years that I learned how I learn. And what I was excited about. And then just got a love for learning that I never had in school. And for me, learning makes life just that much more interesting. I love learning new things, love being creative. I love learning technology, how to use technology better. Okay, so I'm almost done my base. I have a bit of a scratchy throat today. I decided to go into the back loop. And again, too hard to show you exactly, but I'll go into the back loop. I'm going to do double crochet into each one and a nice loose stitch. Kind of a classic look. And it builds up the scarf pretty quickly. I'll show you, I'll do a few. Show you what it looks like. See, already that's what it looks like. So I'll make this a width that I'm happy with, and yeah, I'll let you see it when it's all said and done, okay?